Hello and welcome to our channel Market Chart Pattern. Today we will be reviewing some European indices. Before we proceed, disclaimer, this video is for educational purposes only and it is not a financial advice. Okay, so what we are looking at is the daily chart of the German DAX index. It is the cash index prices we are looking at. And here what we can see is that the German market has been in a downtrend since the beginning of 2020. That's when the downtrend started. There have been sharp moves in the marketplace. So for example, from here to here, and this was right around the time when the incident in the war in Ukraine took place. So that obviously had a big impact on the stock prices. Then there was a attempt to rally. Then what we have had is another attempt to rally here. So this rally was stopped at around 61.8% Fibonacci retracement of this leg lower here. This one was the 78.6% of this high here. And then in fact what this rally did was it also formed an ABCD pattern formation and formed a pattern formation here with the resistance coming around 78.6% of this high, and we had a move lower. Then it made an attempt to rally, and then we had a move lower, and what we have had now is a strong rally which took place from around end of September, and it went into around 24th of November. One key note is that in the US indices, 13th of October was a key date where the market seemed to have bottomed and we had a strong rally. This European index was showing a double bottom around here at the end of September, and then around 13th of October was actually a retest. So that's a key thing to note, how these equity indices get they're related in terms of price movements sometimes, but not always. Okay, so what we are looking at now is basically a pattern formation where there is very strong resistance at this level of around shall we say 14,600. And here you can see, let me just blow this up a little bit, that the market went into this resistance zone between for the sake of being a little bit easy, we'll say about 14,500 to 14,600. It made some attempts here. Let me try highlighting it here. Oops. And here we can see is that it found resistance, came down, formed a double top, then we had a move lower several hundred points, and this is the key date where the price actually made an attempt to take this resistance out, and I believe this was the day something to do with the Fed, and what happened is that the price was not actually able to close above this key resistance level. It closed lower. The next day was an inside day, and then we had a sharp move lower. So this level of around 14,600 is a key resistance level. What we are watching for is that the market could retrace down to about 38.2% of this entire move higher from late September, and then it comes around 13,500 and 13,600 roughly, we can say, and it also coincides with this structural possible support. So let's just draw this and see so that we can see a little bit clearly. Let me move it around here. Okay, so that's what we are looking at, and for this index to move higher, obviously it has to take this resistance out. What you can also see on the chart is there are certain lines which are just one-to-one projections moving lower. At this stage, we are not entirely sure whether actually the price could move lower that much, or perhaps it does and maybe it forms a double bottom here. But for now, what we have to do is take one step at a time, and we'll have to watch how the price will trade when it retraces down to about this 38.2% retracement level, and what sort of price action we'll see from here. It's possible that there are certain other support levels not shown here at the moment. The price could reach down and could have a deeper retracement, but if it is a retracement in a stronger up move, we would expect this level to hold quite strongly, and then in a strong move this resistance get taken out, but it has yet to be seen. For now, this 14,600 is a very strong resistance level. Price has not been able to take it out. We are looking for the price to rotate down to about 13,600 as the next possible support level, and then we'll have to watch and see what happens from there. Also, I'll just look at some other pattern formations. There are multiple A, B, C, D, which are essentially one-to-one projections, which come around in this region of about 11,500. Again, it all depends upon how if the price is likely to find any support in this region here. So this is what we are watching in the German DAX. Let's also take a look at the FTSE. So this is the FTSE 100 cash index. It is traded on London Stock Exchange. Stocks are part of this index. And here what we see is basically we see a sideways market throughout 2022. This is essentially what it has been, in a rather large range. What we see is the market formed a top around 10th of February 2022, reaches a bottom because of the events taking place in Europe, and then it made another attempt to rally. In fact, price wasn't just strong enough to take out this high of February, but it formed a double top here. We can see the resistance here, and then it just came down. And in fact, if we look at, just as a, we like to see these one-to-one projections. If we take this and we project it from here, what the price actually did after several months was to actually test the bottom of the range. And then we can also see that it was sort of a completed ABCD pattern, although for one day price made this large candle where price took the bottom out, but it actually closed back into the range, and then we have seen a prolonged rally, which is essentially now retesting the top of the range again, and then we saw a retracement. Let's have a quick look at what this retracement level might be. I don't have my 382 here. Yep, so there you can see that it actually went back to around 38.2% retracement of this move. I've taken the bottom from here, not from here, because actually the price in fact closed back into and higher than these levels, and there's like a double bottom here. So this is how I'm treating it, like a double bottom, this level. And what we can also see is that price has found a resistance around this level, and it could do another A, B, C, D, or one-to-one projection here, which might just take it back to around these lows, and perhaps it forms another double bottom, and then we'll have to see how the price will trade from there. But this is how the FTSE 100 has been trading. It has been extremely range bound index. FTSE does have quite a lot of miners in the index. Some of them are actually foreign companies, and perhaps sometimes the exchange rate might have to do something with it, and that's why we see the kind of behavior extreme range bound market. Just zooming out, this is a daily chart. What we can also see is that this index likes to do quite a lot of these double bottoms, double tops here. Also, another interesting pattern to be seen here is that what the index does is it likes to do these exhaustion bars. So we had a really strong up move here where it took where it basically broke out of the range, but next day we had a bearish bar, and then we had a strong bear move to the downside, and then something similar happened here. We had like a strong move here, but then price was not able to sustain that, and essentially is like a double top here. Although this move looked like a breakout, but there was no follow through. So this is like some sort of a characteristic of this market. So this is what we are watching in the European indices. And if you like our analysis and how we look at the price action using some Fibonacci levels, then please do subscribe to the channel and also hit that like button. That way you will also know when the new videos are being posted, especially if you hit that bell icon button. So thank you very much and have a great day and good trading. Bye.